Konnichiwa, Mina's Sakura. You're watching Pokecast. Today's movie review is going to be on Otto the Rhino. This is another request by Super John 2005. Thank you, sir. I am quite pleased to do this one. This is the third movie I've watched from this company, and it's going to be fun to talk about what the movie's all about. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get that started. Real quick, this movie was released February 7th, 2013 in Denmark, and then eventually made its way through Europe and then got to the United States. Well, there's no release date for the US, so I unfortunately don't have that information. And the original title, let's see how badly I can do my Dutch. Okay. Otto het Nasihorn. I will accept my failure. Anyway, so what is this movie about? Well, it's about Otto the rhinoceros, the rhino. And it's bizarre. When it comes to the movie itself, I really enjoyed the movie. There was a bit of things that I was starting to feel like, oh no, they're not going to go the way that they did with Ivan, are they? And luckily they did not. There's a couple of scenes where you just kind of where you almost feel like they forget this is a kids movie, this is what they needed to be at, but then they start going kind of sad. But it's only a little bit in pieces where that's at, so you're not completely devastated like when you're watching Ivan the Incredible, which just was not a fun movie to watch. So basically you have our main two characters. You have Topper and his friend Vigo, and it's the beginning of summer vacation, and they are just two boys that want to have fun. Topper's outgoing, he's, ready to do stuff, and he's a very good person at tall tales. And I guess because he does that, a lot of people are always thinking that he's that type of person, where he's always lying and stuff like that. Sad, I know. But his best friend, Vigo, his father is very, you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to make sure you're doing this. And so he's kind of a chicken. He's afraid of that his father will get after him. So type of character like that. But it works. Trust me, it actually works well in this movie with how later events happen in the movie. So, Vigo decides after school, no, sorry, I gotta go help my dad, or otherwise I'm not gonna hear the end of this. And Paul Topper's just like, but it's summer vacation, dude, we gotta do stuff. Then, he finds a magical pencil, okay, and writes his, does the classic, I'm gonna write a heart, the girl that I love, and my name and initial in there, and she shows up. And it's like, you're like, oh crap, she's gonna see this, she's gonna think I'm weird, oh my gosh. And then she's finally convinced him to move, it's gone. And he's just kind of, okay. Then he figures out that it's a magical pencil. And he tells his best friend who lives in the diner that's connected to his apartment complex, to hey mate, you gotta come check this out, this is amazing, I can't wait to show you this. Okay. They go up to his apartment, and he's just like, okay, so this pencil right here, it can make things appear, whatever, it's magical. And his friend's like, whatever, type thing. So he goes, I can't draw people. I'm not very good at people, but I'll draw a rhinoceros. And this kid has skill. It's strange he's not good at drawing people, but he's very good at drawing animals. So he draws his rhinoceros. They go and wait a little bit, and all of a sudden the rhinoceros has come to life. and it's eating literally everything in the apartment but the boys, practically. And from there, things start happening to where the neighbor's like, what is going on up there? Find out, hey, look, there's a rhinoceros. And the older chap wants to get hay and likes the rhinoceros. And Vigo's dad, who is Otto, that's where they get the name for the rhinoceros. Funny moments with that. Tries everything in his power to get the rhinoceros out. And so, the cops are involved, neighbors are involved, all that. And eventually, Otto helps out a lot of people. A lot of people fall in love with Otto. Otto is just this amazing, amazing rhinoceros that people fall in love with. And then, after everything's said and done, you're just kind of feeling bad because of basically him and the girl. He's trying to be that classic boy, like, oh, I'll have to be a boy, and she's being, that hard to catch girl type thing, and she invites him to a birthday party. That's the whole thing about this, is that he wanted to give her a gift, so he wants to give her Otto, a rhinoceros, because let's give her a rhinoceros, that it wouldn't be weird at all. Anyway, things get a wee bit sad, and then, at the end, everything works out nicely. Otto is famous in this little town. People are finally starting to see rhyme and reason. People are now getting along really nicely. And then there's when the twist happens, which is a really good twist and makes you feel all happy inside, like, oh, I did see that coming, but it was a good twist in the end, to where you just enjoy the outcome of the movie, to where you're just like, yes, you just feel good how everything works out for Topper. Everything works out for him in the end, and you just actually feel good about it. And that's why I was very surprised, because it's weird. I know they have more movies, and I wouldn't mind to see more of them, but it was just my first introduction to this company was Ivan the Incredible, which I absolutely hated and did not have very much fun at all with. You can see the video on that one where I just roast the movie completely. Then I got to see the other movie, and it was really good. Freddy Frogface. Really, really enjoyed that one. Get to watch this one. It's like, oh, I can see that you guys understood. Okay, making films that make you feel good over making you feel really sad and kind of ew, that's the best way to describe how the feelings you got from Ivan, actually work out a lot better. Now, in my personal opinion, between the two of these, I did enjoy Freddy Frogface more than this one, but I rated them the exact same out of 7, I think is what I gave both of them, mainly because they were fun. They were good movies that I was able to enjoy, and this one was just creative. I thought that was a really cool way, because I was thinking, okay, how does this boy get a rhino? Is the circus going to be involved? Is the zoo going to be involved? How does he get it? It's a magical pencil. That I liked. I mean, it's not completely original. I mean, it's happened in multiple things, but I was not expecting that to be the way that he gets a rhino. And so it was a lot of fun to see how they really put the movie together. And how I felt about the movie while watching this one is that the series of events to the end of the movie correspond quite well. It's just complete nonsense. I mean, it's almost like watching, some of the classic sitcoms and stuff like that, like Home Improvement, or even Sanford and Son, where you just have such outlandish things happen, and in the end, you're just like, oh, wow, all those crazy events actually had a good ending. And I think that's what made this one so much fun, is that they were on point with the humor. They were on point with how everybody comes together in the end. How all of the great events end with us with a happy feeling at the end, because you were just like, oh, now that's a nice ending. And I think that's what makes this one very good and really enjoyable. So it's another one of the films from this company that I can highly recommend to give it a try. It was definitely entertaining, and I really enjoyed the adventure. Like I said, there's a couple of moments where you are like, no, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And I think because they did this in this particular movie, it works out perfectly, so you feel better at the end because they took that chance to do that. So this is another good movie that I could say is worth checking out. And because of my experience with these two movies, I honestly wouldn't mind to continue to watch movies from this company to see if they can continue to come up with good adventures like this, to where they are feel-good movies that you can enjoy. And I'm worried that they have some more Ivan movies. It's like, no, I don't want to see any more like that. But, it's just that's how it feels after watching this one. So 2 of their movies in a row have actually been really good. So, Super John, thank you very much for asking me to check out these 2 movies. I really enjoyed these, and so thank you for finding 2 movies that actually make me like this company over the one that you posted it on, and that made me hate this company. So if that's what your mission was, to make me actually like this company, you succeeded. And I genuinely had fun with this one as well. So another good movie I'd recommend. Check it out. You guys will find some good entertainment with it, unless you're completely creeped out by the models, but they're starting to grow on me. I like them now. So yeah, I would recommend this one. Thank you guys for watching my review on the movie. I had a lot of fun watching it, genuinely, and I do enjoy telling you guys about how I feel about the movie. And if there's ever a request, don't hesitate to put it down there. I do take those seriously when I'm able to. Sometimes I do have several requests I'm trying to get to. Just it sometimes takes a bit. Other times, when it's like something like this, I can get to it a lot easier. So let me know in the comments below if you ever guys want me to try something. So thank you guys again. This is T Sakura saying ciao and sayonara.